Alright, howdy doody y'all. I'm wanting to do a pick a card reading on basically what you're doing right and what you have to look forward to. So we're going to have 3 piles and just go with whatever feels right. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. Hey, pile number 1, let's see what your card is. New beginnings. Okay, so among so many other things that you're doing right in life, your guardian angels really want to point this particular thing out to you, which is you're doing such a good job at having an optimistic point of view about yourself, of other people, about your future. And it feels like humanity as a whole. It's like, I really believe in the good of people. I believe that people genuinely want to help me and they want to help other people. It's like, I believe that I have good relationships coming my way and that I am going to continually be surrounded by people who genuinely love me and care about me. I believe in my future. I believe that what I'm doing is going to lead to success. And your guardian angels are confirming that. They're confirming it. They're like, keep going. You're doing such a good job. We really appreciate and admire and love your mindset. It's a very expansive and open-minded point of view that you have. And it's either you're continuing to buckle down on this idea or ideology about yourself and the world around you, or you're shifting it into that perspective. Either way, you're heading towards that in an even deeper level, and they're just so proud of you and they're so excited about that, because what I'm seeing is in less than a year, I want to say even less than 6 months, honestly, it feels very, the feeling I'm getting is soon, but not so soon. It's like several months, like let's say like 3.5 months or something. It's like that's when things start flowing for you. What's flowing for you? It's just like blessings. It feels like blessings. Like, you know, when you go on vacation and it's just this much needed vacation, or if you've never been and it's the first time you've ever gone somewhere completely different from what you're used to, and it's like, wow, what a relief. And it's a release of all this tension that I didn't even realize I had, or like all of these, like, it's almost like constant thinking, constant thoughts, or like constant working, and then you get this long flowing break and it's just like a reward. It's just, it feels so good, whatever it is that's coming in for you. But it's based off of what you're doing now. It's what you're doing now, and you continuing that path, you continuing that ideology, or just the way that you present yourself to the world and the way that you perceive yourself. It's continuing this positive framework, this of your mind, continuing on, and then all of a sudden you're rewarded for it, and it's something just starts flowing and flowing and flowing so easily. You do expect this, okay? You actually do expect this. You have a feeling about this, or you're already planning it. So if it's a vacation, this is something that you're going to be planning soon, or you have thought about going, or you're wanting to go, or if this is like just whatever it is, you have an idea of it already, and basically you're on the right track. It feels miraculous. That's the word I'm getting, and the feeling that I'm getting is this is something that I really desire and I really want and I really believe in. And the miracle isn't that it's actually happening because I truly believe in it. The miracle is when it's here, and that feeling of being in that moment rather than the pursuit of it, or like the working towards it, or the kind of waiting for it while I continue how I'm being, right? You get what I'm saying? So they're just basically saying you're doing such a good job at just seizing the day every day, just going forward. And I heard the word. I heard the word. That's why I paused, because I heard the word and then I saw the little item. So I heard the word precious moments, and then I saw the little trinkets. You know, they have like little figurines and everything, and mugs, and that's where it's taking me. So I heard precious moments, and then I saw the figurines, and then I saw. So I was at. Where was I at? It wasn't Goodwill. It was like the Salvation Army or something. And they had these cute mugs. I should have got them. But the handle was half heart, and then there was a matching one that was the other half heart. So, or no. I'm sorry. It wasn't the handles. The handles were hearts. Half hearts they were whole hearts, but they were angled. But the mug itself was cut out like a piece of it, like a heart, and then the other one fit into it. Am I right? I don't know. Something like that. I can't remember exactly anymore. I think it was just divoted. Anyway, it's details, I guess, doesn't matter. The point that I'm getting at with it is I'm just seeing all of these images together, because it feels like all those words match up. It's like your goodwill, right? Or it's like salvation and goodwill, and just feeling safe and almost saved, like a savior or saved. It doesn't feel necessarily like, whether you feel that tension of feeling like you need a savior or you need salvation, the reality that I'm feeling is you're doing so well that in truth you will see that you didn't necessarily need it, but that feeling that you're going to have in the future, in the near future, is going to make you feel like that feeling of like, wow, I really needed this. I needed this more than I even realized. Like, I feel saved. I feel like the goodwill of the universe, the goodwill of God, the goodwill of spirit. Like, I feel embraced, and that everything is exactly as it seems, which is like favorable towards me. Like, the life and the world is favorable towards me, especially when I perceive and see things as favorable as well. Strategy, walking away, action, magician, and the mirror. Oh my goodness, they're flying. The thinking man, I'm looking at it on the floor. The thinking man, the world, and door to personal healing and happiness. Okay, what am I getting here? Okay. I'm going to pull one more because, okay, this is the one that fell out, but I'm going to pull another one. This is the one that's on the bottom. It was reversed, but I see it both ways, because that's the balance that you're coming into, right? From feeling, everyone's different on here. The level of discomfort that you're feeling currently, or like anticipation, is different for everyone. But that's where you were, but there's a deep knowing in you. Like, like I said, like, you're fully aware, and that's partially why you're so optimistic, because the other part is just you believe that you should, or you believe that, I don't know, there's like some reason why you're pushing through. And you're right. You're right about these miracles and blessings coming into your life. You're right about that. You're right about it happening a lot sooner than you anticipate as well. Because I think that's part of it too. It's like you're aware that it's like when I'm fully in alignment with my belief, it's going to happen a lot sooner because I'm aware on some level of my capabilities as a person and of manifestation, that this is going to happen for me. I know that I'm blessed. I know that someone is watching over me. And I pulled to the Magician and the Mirror and the Angel of Balance. I'm looking at them as being one. In this alchemizing way. So it's like, you see how he's holding this blue, I guess it's like a blue crystal, and this fire, right? And then right here is blue, and so I'm seeing this as this blue element and this as the red element. So it's a combination of all of this being you, in the sense that you're working, it's like your emotions and your passion is propelling you forward, and your strategy right here where it has journal log, like your strategy, like your calculated actions, like you using whatever skill set that you have, like in the real world, or like you're planning, right? Like let's say you're planning, or you're saving up, or you're, let's say this is health related, then you're consistent with a workout regimen instead of just, kind of just playing it by ear. Like you have some sort of calculated way that you're doing this, and all those elements together are pushing this. Again, the reason why I even brought up manifestation is because it really feels like you are keyed in on a potential future for you. It's either a potential or it's a highly possible future for you. If you were to take action on this, then you could speed the timeline up without putting too much pressure on it. You could speed the timeline up. Like if you kind of go with the flow without being forceful, which is opposite of going with the flow, but you see how it's different. Like sometimes you can resist going with the flow, and then you can also try and force going with the flow, right? But when you just tap right in and allow yourself to use whatever kind of tools you have in order to, it's kind of like have more buoyancy, if you want to use that same terminology. It's like if you're going down a river, it's like the more buoyant you can be, the faster you can go with the current. And so that's what I'm seeing here, is you using your abilities in order to be more buoyant. You're walking away from anything that doesn't serve you, that doesn't help you in your buoyancy, in taking action, in your vision. Any distractions you're cutting out. You're not spending any extra time or resources on those things. It's not even on your radar anymore. It's just grain of sand, It's nothing. You have a real potential to have it all. Like, have it all of whatever it is that you want and more. That's what you're headed towards. The world, door to personal healing and happiness. Having it all, having the world work for you. Not you work for the world. It's like you call the shots. That's what I see. It's pretty straightforward. You're doing a really good job with your mindset, and you're aware that you deserve the world and more, and that's exactly where you're going. All right, bye. Hey, pal number 2. So let's see what's going on here, what you're doing right. Miracles and inner peace. Feels like communication. Feels like communication with soulmate, your soulmate, with the deep soul bond, with your twin flame, with yourself, possibly with God. Archangel Shamuel, excuse me. Hostilities, goddess of the moon. That's so important. The goddess of the moon is so important here. If this, you're in the wrong place if this has nothing to do with a love connection. I mean, you could keep watching to see if it kind of switches or if it makes sense to you, and that I'm just mostly picking up on someone and their love connection. I was trying to branch out to see and kind of get my feelers on something beyond that, but that's what I'm getting here, because every time Shamuel comes out for me personally, that's my go-to. I always go straight to deep soul connections, and the goddess of the moon is what I was envisioning and seeing anyway. And that's something that I also connect from time to time, but in relevancy to all of these, then that's how I'm seeing this. And then we have hostilities here. So that's what I'm seeing with the communication, or rather a lack of communication here. And so what I'm seeing is that there's a lack of verbal communication, but a lot of inner communication, inner work here for pile number 2. It's allowing your person to have space in order for them to see that this connection and your feelings towards them, your intentions are not a threat. Your person seems like they're running away from this situation. It seems like they feel like they have to hide or guard themselves or guard their heart in some way. It feels like they have some sort of wound, right, that they're going to have to heal here, because they see this as a hostile interaction. Not because you're doing anything hostile, but because the way that you make them feel is making them react as if they might be vulnerable, because they obviously feel similarly. And so that in turn is triggering some sort of fear response and making them act in either a hostile manner or just pulling away and putting their defenses up. And what I see here is that what you've been doing that is a really good job is really believing in yourself, believing in this connection, having faith in this connection and where this may or may not lead as far as whatever may happen with this particular person. We'll see in the next set of cards that I pull here. But it is a blessed connection. It is a destined connection as far as processes that you guys are going through. So again, whether this is a soulmate, twin flame, deep soul connection, whatever it is, you're doing a really good job at healing anything that's going on within yourself. That's what you've been doing, right? And I see that reflected even with your person, because the more that you focus on yourself, the more that you heal yourself, the more that they have the space and the feeling and the awareness that it's okay to heal as well. The more that you tap into that, it's a feeling of love, like a love vibration, right? This higher vibration. And the more that you see the beauty in life and the beauty in this connection, rather than seeing it in a more tense perspective, the more that this person can telepathically, or their higher self, or any other layer of their consciousness, of their soul, they can find safety within you. They can find safety within you, your mind, and your experiences, right? Because you're not coming from a hostile place at all, anymore, or at all. And there's also this indication here, like I said, of communication, that your person is able to pick up on you telepathically. They're able to pick up on you whether they're aware of it. They might believe that it's their inner thoughts. They might believe that it's just imagination. I'm not sure. I guess it just depends, like, per person, what level of awareness that your person has here. But there is communication. Like any kind of love that you have given to yourself, they're picking up on, right? You don't have to necessarily send them love. You don't have to give your energy to them, or send your energy or your love or anything like that to them if you don't want to. When you do that for yourself and you heal yourself and you work on yourself, again, just a byproduct of that, because they're so connected to you, they're going to be able to feel that as well. When you're happy, when you're content, when you're safe, when you're confident, they feel that as well, and they can feel that same way to a certain degree. They can feel that safety in that. Again, blessed by Samuel. I just want to point that out again. That the more that you work on yourself, the more that you heal yourself, the more that you are connecting with Spirit and following Spirit's guidance, the more that they are opening their heart and connecting their heart and soul together, or their mind to their heart, therefore to their soul, and feeling more in alignment with who they truly are and what this is and what the processes are. You're helping awaken them. You're helping, and also you're helping awaken people around you. It's not just them, it's people around you as well. A lot of deep intuition here being pointed out, that you're doing a really good job at following your intuition, and that you're safe. That's what I'm hearing. That you are safe. You're beginning a very blessed cycle with this person. I will say that. You are beginning a very blessed cycle. cycle with them. Happy family. Okay. Archangel Gabriel, communication beyond telepathy is what I'm seeing here. Thinking man, appreciation. They really appreciate your energy. They appreciate... also, I mentioned it, I'm going to mention it again. You telepathically communicating with them. They feel it. And they appreciate it. A lot of rainbows here. There's blessed as I go to shuffle and deep knowing. So what you have to look forward to here is a reunion. Blessed came out. Yin. Yeah. This is really beautiful. I see a confession here. Two, 4, 10, 6. Yep. It's a confession. Just keep doing whatever you're doing, basically. What you have to look forward to is I'm seeing there's pain here. There's a little bit of pain. But it feels like patience. It's like that pain is from needing patience, and that causes a little bit of inner conflict here. But you're gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna get through this, and it's going to be, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in a way that it's supposed to. We have happy family, thinking man, yin. It's like, continue working on yourself, continue being like readying yourself, right? You don't have to hang on if you don't want to. You're allowed to experience life and just do what feels right in your heart and in your intuition. Like, follow your intuition, right? On where you're guided to work on things within your own life, and communicate with them telepathically if you continue to want to do that. They are healing. They needed this time apart in order to really understand what this is. I do actually see a small message for a small percentage of you. This person, you would know, this isn't like anticipating that your person would pass away. This is someone that you already know has passed away, and you feel that they are your soulmate, the love of your life, and you're just wondering about them. And this is a message that they do feel you, they do care about you, they do love you, and that they do feel you, and they are still with you. And again, experiencing life, continuing to live this sense of courageousness and strength in your life. This is for everyone. You will be romantically rewarded. Like, you will have that blessed, happy relationship. They will come to you, or spirit will bring you guys together. So that's what I see for you guys. All right, bye. Hey, pile number 3, we have stand still, stillness, release. Okay, so what your guardian angels are saying is, once again, among so many other things that you're doing really well in life, is you're looking at things from a surface level, or you're not really overthinking something, and that's what you're doing a really good job at. They're saying that you are really not overthinking something in life, like some sort of experience. It feels almost like you feel held back or slowed down or trapped. Like there's something about your life that's kind of at a standstill, right? And you're not letting it get the best of you. You're kind of just saying, okay, well, this is what it is. I need to make some proper adjustments here. I recognize that I'm a little bit uncomfortable here, but I'm not going to overwhelm myself with this feeling. I'm going to see what I need to do to look at the bigger picture. Like, I need to project myself into the future, and then from there I can make the proper decisions. And I can also appreciate where I'm at currently. I can appreciate this for what it is. And that there are ebbs and flows in my life, right? I don't have to keep going and going and going, or not everything's going to be so perfect every single time. So therefore I understand that just as I have good memories of the way that things have gone well in my life and successfully in my life and the experiences that I've had, I know that that's going to come again, right? That's what I'm saying, is they're really appreciating your balanced mindset with this. It feels like you are fully aware that you have to take the initiative to go on this next journey in your life, and so you're properly planning this. Again, balance, like a balanced mindset, and because of this, you are coming into a place of more balance. We have storm warning, envy, contract, the garden, and the gate. There again is that feeling of being trapped, or like imprisoned, or just like stuck. That's what I'm getting. It's like this feeling that it's unavoidable right now. It's almost like the consequences of prior decisions. It's like these are the consequences of it, and I'm just gonna handle it as I should. I'm going to look at it for what it is and see what needs to change here so this doesn't happen again. I know like what I'm capable of, or I know what I'm like what's out there, like positively, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And so if there is some sort of legal situation going on currently, it does feel like that's going to be freed up. That's where you're heading towards, is it's going to be resolved in a favorable way, so long as you take the necessary steps to continue to grow and take the proper action towards this change, right? It's like it's more tempting, or it's more comfortable to stay where you're at than it is to change. And so they're saying, like, you taking that risk, and you understanding why things happened the way that they did, like where you are responsible for where you're currently at, which was dictated by your past. How is that going to dictate your future? So what I see here is you are coming into a place of full awareness of saying, like, where do I want to go from here? It's like a clean slate. It's like a do-over. That's what I'm saying, is you're going to have an opportunity to have a complete do-over, in the sense of, well, what is it that I want for my future? What is it that I want for my life? What is it that I want to do? Everything that was holding me back before is no longer in my way. And so, where do I want to go with this? What do I want to choose? Like, you have the ability to choose when where you're currently at, it feels like you're in that process of gaining the wisdom. You're in that process of seeing change and seeing opportunity and seeing the potential for something different or something more. And having the opportunity to really look in the reflection, right? Like, look at yourself in your reflection and decide. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything's going to be holding you back anymore like it used to. And so what your guardian angels are saying is basically, do you want to take the chance? Do you want to take a chance on something completely different than what you've ever experienced before? And if you think back to memories of when you were really happy and you're really confident and you're really outgoing and you took risks, and these risks were happy, right? Like, it led to something very positive for you. Do you want to try that again? Do you want to do something different again? Do you want to pursue that again? And what you have to look forward to, you're going to get a visit from someone in the past. So I feel like you're going to get a visit, whether this is a text, a message, like online, or you're going to see them. And this is going to be a test for you. It's going to be a test. It's a test of, are you going to go back to the way things were? Or are you going to move forward? Are you going to propel yourself forward and say, that's in my past, I don't want that anymore? So Spirit's going to test you in the near future. And that's when you get to decide once again. So you're in a place where you're about to be freed up for you to change your environment or your mindset or your relationships, like whatever major thing that you felt bound to, you're able to take a different route, take a different opportunity, and then there's going to be some other event that comes back around, whether it's the person or something that's going to tempt you. They're going to try to tempt you. And that's Spirit saying, what do you really want? What do you truly want? And so show me. Show me. So that's what I see for you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.